Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Hello. You're tuning in an episode of the TheWunderkindShow. I'm bad. Listen, guys. Good morning. We're back at it. Listen, man, I'm sick to my stomach. Y'all have no idea how I feel right now. I'm sick to my stomach. Sick. Bro, I tried to do that Lamar. Remember the Lamar thing? Where he was mad? He was like... Listen. We're going to start this up right now, right? I'm going to say this just starting out. The Super Bowl was not won in week 1. Okay? The Super Bowl has never been won in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep adding your weeks. Okay? This is the time where the I told you so's have to finally hit. I always say, you think you a man with that gun, huh, Nitro? Yeah, that little cap gun. Nah, this one's fake. I like my Tonto blades, though. Shout out to Pops. My Pops got me some Tonto blades to go along with my size, which I absolutely love. Listen, man, when I was growing up, Lamar was all the help you need. Dead. Bro, like, guys, I'm going to make sure that y'all understand. See, listen, I'm going to be honest. And I don't want anybody getting mad in their feelings either. Because this is some of the stuff that we've been talking about on here. I've had people disagree with me, okay? Had some people say, nah, Nitro, you got to wait. We're going to be just fine. We're going to get into that. Even though this is only week 1, this one hurt. This one stung. This one kept us. I didn't go to bed till like 2 something. And I had to wake up, get my little baby to school. You feel me? Make breakfast. You know, every morning we make breakfast. And it's like, bruh, just heard. Let me say good morning to everybody. Dexter Perkins, what's good? First person in here, what's good, Dex? Zealot the Ninth, second person in here, what's good, bro? Kush, Wiz Khalifa. Good morning, everyone. On to the Cleveland Browns next. Pretty much. And the Cleveland Browns defense looks absolutely elite. They're going to eat against this offensive line. They're going to eat. Stacy, good morning. Jared Thomas, your man, won the game. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man. And look, the Bills, they stuck in the game. They kept stuck. They stuck. They could have quit and said, we're done. And they kept at it. They played 4 quarters of football. Yup. Stacy, good morning. Ashley Shelton, good morning. How are you doing? Producer, good morning. Pablo, it hurts. Tough loss yesterday is an understatement. Roy T, my bro, was good. Heather McCubbins, good morning. Let's see, Money Mike, hey, what's good, bruh? Absolutely sick to my stomach. Will I Am, what's good? King Blaze, we here, bro. All right, Horse, good morning to you too, bro. TGIF, good morning. Flex Zone, don't say Brother Nitro. I told you Filet was looking like filet. Man was out there as an op. But we're going to get into it, bro. But good morning to you too, Flex. Thanks for being here, bro. Big Woke, what's good? It's our worst fears come to Chris. Oh, Chris M, good morning. How are you doing? Glad you're here. Zeke, what's good, bro? Last night was a sum of all of our fears come to fruition. That's what that was. Tila M, good morning. How are you doing? Glad you can make it out. Robbie Pate to start it off with a $5 donation. Defense made me want to throw something in the fourth quarter. Let me Here's a man. Shout out to you, Best Nation Donation. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me tell you what the defense made me want to leave and want to win. True relationship with you. Say what you're doing. They couldn't catch an interception to save their life. My defense. No pass rush. And they couldn't hit Josh Allen, not even once. Now we all living here wondering what could happen if they could. If they could. Now if anything come between us. Talking to my best friends. Bro, listen, man. You know what's crazy? That's another reason why this loss is a wake-up call. I want and exactly what Flex said is exactly why this is a wake-up call. See what you said right there, Flex? You know Falele played bad. You know it. Even on the runs that Derrick Henry had big, Falele was not blocked. He would block, he would miss the block, and then Derrick Henry would make the play. That big run when Lamar had to run 25 yards backwards, Falele played horrible. Rosengarten played horrible. Voorhees played horrible. Those three. But because we scored 40, you're like, but we scored 40. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We all right. That's been the Ravens. I've said it so many times on this platform. The problem with the Ravens is that because we win games, everybody be like, well, we're winning games, so it's not that bad. Or we won that game, so okay, we did enough. No. Did you not see that fumble on Derrick Henry doesn't happen if the D line or the offensive line holds up. You didn't see? Rosengarten pushed it right into him. Yes, it's on Derrick Henry to hold the ball. But you have to look at the whole thing in its entirety. We scored 40 in spite of that. If we scored 40 with them being absolute ops, then how much points could we score if they would do their jobs? Right now, there's so many clips, there's so many snippets of Falele playing absolutely garbage. Rosengarten playing absolutely garbage. That it's sickening. It makes my mouth dry. Yeah, we went totally conservative. That's another big reason why we lost. But I'm calling out everything. The same kicker, that extra point, yeah, came to bite us in the butt, didn't it? Offensive line, not blocking, came to bite us in the butt, didn't it? The defense, playing bad as usual, came to bite us in the butt, didn't it? The lack of proper coaching and clock management came back to bite us in the butt, didn't it? See, this is the problem. These are the problems. These are the problems. Of course, John Harbaugh didn't even know Lamar was cramping. Lamar didn't tell him that. He said that we weren't going for it. Lamar said if he wasn't cramping, that he would have fought it more. But because he was cramping, he said, whatever, fine. That's why Lamar played flawless last night. You can't look at Lamar and place this loss on him. Especially after you saw even the last time we scored was because he made two people miss and ran 25 yards backwards to turn that loss into a 19-yard gain. Like, this is the one game, like, you're talking about a guy that had 75% completion percentage, three total touchdowns, 70 yards on the ground, and we still lost. He had a pass rating of like 150, and we still lost. No turnovers for him. We still lost. And special teams stunk. They were getting short fields for most of the game. You see? But last year, what we saw so many times was that Lamar put on the cape, save us. And everyone's like, oh, we won the game, though. Like, but you didn't see Falele miss like 10 blocks, but we won the game, though. You didn't see the defense drop multiple interceptions again, but we won the game, though. No consistent pass rush, but we won the game, though. But look at the bad clock management from Harbaugh. But we won the game, though. Kicker missing easy kicks. But we won the game, though. It's nasty. It's nasty. It could have been a cover-up for John. Could have been. We don't know. 2 drop interceptions. So, mind you, they're saying they're practicing so hard, wide open picks dropped. That's what I try to tell people. People say I'm a negative Nancy. People say that they don't like what I say, that I'm too negative. No, I'm not negative. I'm honest. I have belief in this team, but this team has to believe in themselves. This team has to be able to go out there and get the job done. This team has to go out there and say, I ain't taking no for an answer. You got to play 4 quarters of football. Do you know what Tomlin said about us? They said, don't worry about them. They never play 4 quarters of football. Why are you getting comfortable? Oh, we're at 15 points. We're good. This is a team that knocked you out the playoffs. Try to drop 60 on them. This is the problem that too many of these old school coaches have. Too many of them. Oh, I'm up 15. Run out the clock. No, keep scoring. They didn't even go conservative just on the offensive line or the offensive side. They went conservative on the defensive side. And what I keep saying, oh, they have the best team. They have the best roster. They have everything. Did the O-line look like the best O-line in the league? Did our secondary look like the best secondary in the league? Did our linebackers look like the best linebackers in the league? Did our pass rush look like the best pass rush in the league? The kicker missed the extra point, but I told y'all that we should expect him to miss some kicks. That's why I was trying to tell y'all he missed the easy ones when everyone said, no, he'll be fine, he'll be fine. This is what I was trying to tell you was going to happen, but he's young, so we got this is the normality of not having Justin Tucker. So we'll give that a pass. But special teams overall was not good. Special teams overall was not good. And Derrick Henry played flawless outside of that one turnover. I have another question for you, right? Everybody listen up. Derrick Henry had 10 touches for 108 yards in the first half. 10 carries for 108 yards. Or 112 yards. How did he only end up in the game with 18 on the game? You're trying to run out the clock, and you're telling me Derrick Henry isn't on the field? Once again, that's coaching. That's coaching. Derrick Henry should have had 200 yards this game. Easy. He only had 18 carries. Why? Why? You said you were trying to run out the clock. I'm going to go conservative. You're going to go conservative without your running back on the field and your heavy package to run out the clock? It almost seems like at times they do this stuff on purpose. Like they give the opposing team an opportunity to come back. Roquan played terrible. 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 And then on top of it, Bill fans there, and Jared, this ain't a shot at you because you know you a Bill fan, but you know we flex with you. We love you, bro. But this was Bill fans at the game after DeAndre Hopkins made that filthy, absolutely disgusting, absolute highlight reel of a catch and a beautiful throw from Lamar Jackson. Look at this.
And over by the fence, fan hits him up on the head and then hits Lamar Jackson. And after that fan, it wasn't celebrating at all, hit him, Jackson pushes the fan back.
Yeah. They were throwing beer cans at Henry. They were hitting our players. Like, this game goes to show you that once again, football is not about having the most talented team. It's about being the most disciplined team. Yeah, we got screwed in that field goal when they wanted to extend a second to a minute. Yeah, we got screwed on that. Yeah, we got screwed on the kickoff where it landed at the edge. And Simpson should have just threw it backwards. Yeah, we got screwed on those plays. Fact, we got screwed on the Bateman up the side on the right hash, going up, go ball. And the guy just held the inside of his thing and yanked him back. Even with all of that, it shouldn't have been enough to overcome the offensive onslaught that we put on display last night. Josh Allen got all those yards because they went total prevent. And not only, check this out, not only did they go prevent, they did prevent and allowed them to get out of bounds to stop the clock in the prevent. Then that last play, there was no rush against Josh Allen. They let him just sit back there and survey where he wanted to go with the ball. Tim Rollins with a $2 donation. Yes. Destination donation. This is the last year all over again. Nothing changed. Tim Rollins, exactly. So many people made excuses. I actually have an episode where I said, if Lamar played perfect and we lost, what would you guys say? That was last night. How did it feel? How did it feel? Our defense couldn't stop a cold. Yeah, if Zay went off last night, he did. And guess what they did? They stopped throwing it to Zay and say, Zay, come here, come do these jet sweeps. And Zay don't like contact. You saw it, like Hollywood, Zay don't like contact. He started, He started chopping his feet. TLM Gaming, yes, Simpson got to go. 77 got to go. It's so ridiculous. And I'm hearing so many people make excuses. I'm like, guys, look, at some point, you got to be able to look at the team honestly and say, this guy's not getting any better. He's getting worse. This is one of the worst games I've seen from Daniel Falele. He looked lost. Like, stuff happened, he don't know what's going on, like what play they're in. It's ridiculous. Now, remember Dexter T? When I was like, I want Parsons and we know we weren't going to get him, but we wanted him, and some people said we don't need him. Yeah, we do. Now you see why I wanted Clowney and Judon. Roy T, that jet sweep play was so stupid. He did it more than once. Oh, wait. They're like, oh, wait, it looks good, right? You know why? Listen, I'm going to say something that has to be said. I'm going to say something that's going to rock y'all boats. Pause. Do you know why Oweh and the pass rush looks so good in training camp? That's because our offensive line is absolute trash. That's why they look so good. That's why our D-line looks so dominant in training camp. Because our offensive line is absolutely poo-poo. Doo-doo. Shark food. Loom-poo. Facts Tactical. That's why they look so good. No one's gonna bring that up and talk about it. Oh, the defensive line looks so good in training camp. Yeah, because their offensive line is trash. When everybody kept saying the offensive line is getting beat time and time again, what was everybody saying? Oh, it's walkthroughs. Oh, it's mini camp. Oh, it's training camp. Oh, it's not even the first game of the season. Calm down. Now we're all gotta sit here and watch this absolute deplorable, asinine type of players doing nothing. This man Falele had plays where it's like his body started glitching. Like he went for a block and was like, and there was no one there. And then he was like, oh my God, I gotta block somebody. And started looking around. The tape for Falele in this offensive line, the defensive line, I'll give a little pass. Because to be fair, they're being held all night. All night the defensive line was being held. So I'll give them that little bit. But you should still be able to contribute more pressure. You're letting him break contain. Not even like fundamental football. You're allowing Josh Allen break contain, break contain, break contain. And you guys know what was coming next. Every time. I thought Mark was going to come in there and dominate. Mark was a no-show. I thought, oh, Lamar's going to target. I was totally wrong on that. I'll tell you when I'm wrong. I said, yo, I think Mark is going to go off this game. I think that Lamar's going to target him. Lamar said, after what you did, I ain't targeting you. I'm targeting Zay. And when Isaiah Likely comes back, I'll target Likely. I'll target Bateman, and I'll target D-Hop. I'm not targeting you, Mark Andrews. Like, I sit back sometimes and I look at this team, and it's absolutely just frustrating to watch. Because there's no time where you're looking at them and saying that we're not the better team, but we're not playing like the better team. We're not the most disciplined team. We just let stuff happen and then be like, it'll be all right. Mark said, why are you not playing with my frog, Lamar? Pause. Mark Andrews will not be a Raven after the trade deadline. I don't think so either. He looks washed. Like, this game was very surprising to me. Even some of the play calling was very like, Derrick Henry's going wild, so you take the ball out of Derrick. Lamar and Derrick Henry are running wild. And you go away from it. You add Zay Flowers into the mix. There was barely any play action passes. Play action passes were killing them. And then Monken said, we're not doing that no more. Derrick Henry running it. We're not doing that no more. Zay Flowers is killing it. We ain't killing them like that no more. At some point, we got to start calling out these coaches and calling out the offensive line. Like, we're done are the days where y'all just getting passes. Discipline beats talent every time. You know why? Tactical, that's such a remarkable statement. Because everybody in the NBA, everybody in the NHL, everybody in the NFL is talented. They're all former All-Americans and stuff like that. They're all vastly talented. And that began me mad when people don't realize that, like, bro, Harbaugh lost this game because the defense went into a shell coverage for the rest of the game and then didn't even stop them from getting out of bounds.
No. I mean, that was a completely different game, just the way the game flow went. It brings back memories of us doing this multiple times in the past few years. So I don't want the Ravens to be known as a team that gets so big and then blows the lead. So it's not who we are, and we got to prove that to everybody else because as of right now, that's what we've been doing in these games. So it's up to us to go back and fix that. And I know we have the people in the room, in the building to do it. It's just a matter of getting it done, honestly.
And that was Hamilton chiming in about our deplorable defensive game. Put up 40 points and it wasn't good enough. Elwood with a $2 donation. Yes! The fact we got Jair and the Steelers having Ramsey. Jair gonna have to shape up. He was playing like he didn't know how to play football. Total lack of just situational awareness. I was surprised about his lack of awareness. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's times where you look lost out there. Lost. Thank you, Elwood, once again for the $2 donation. Best Nation, donation. Like, why are you using prevent? You have to mix it up. Force Josh Allen to clutch that ball. Get a turnover. Now we gonna stay in this prevent. And they're in prevent and they're not stopping them from going out of bounds. Bro, like I said before, it was just bad. Just total bad defense. And we were screaming bad defense from the beginning of the game to the ending of the game. We were screaming bad offensive line play from the beginning of the game to the ending of the game. So I don't want to see because we lost again, that's what we're saying. No, if you were here on my live, all of y'all heard me ripping the offensive line. All of you did. All of you guys saw me ripping the defense. All of you did. No sense. Q the guy was good. No sense of urgency, nothing. Nothing. Shout out to my boy Spence on Twitter. My guy Spence. Love you, Spence. Check this out. He put this out, and I smiled. Because I said, this is a breakdown of the crap that Harbaugh put on display for us to view. Did it from Spence on Twitter. He said, head coach decisions that directly affected the game. Before the half, you let the play clock run to 0.1, then call a timeout. Then kick the field goal. And the Bills never score the 3 points right there. Because you use them all the time. Yep, mismanagement again from Harbaugh. Going for 2 to go up 17 instead of 15. Monumental difference. Getting conservative when the offense has put up 40, averaging 8 yards watch out for that one word he said, a play, and not giving the chance on 4th and 3. Well, Lamar said he's cramping. Okay, call the timeout, and, well, we don't get there in scoring position. Okay, then they score faster and we have a chance. And a head coach who believes in analytics and a feel for the game, he sure found a way to make every wrong decision or not have the gumption to make the right one. Because, like he said, he didn't know about Lamar cramping. He just said we're not going for it there. But Lamar just didn't fight him over it. That was the only thing. Lamar usually fights him over and be like, nah, let's go for it. This time he did it because he's just like, bro, I'm cramping. He could have called a timeout and said, Lamar, what do you think about this? Gave Lamar time to get his bearings. If we pick up that, game over. They have no more, then we just run the clock. It's game. 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 Harbaugh, this was one of Harbaugh's worst coaching games in a while. And I'm dead serious with you. Something has to change with him. Donovan Carter with a $10 donation. Yes! Thank you for the donation. Best Nation donation. Harbaugh is leading this team off the ledge. There's a realistic chance this team loses to the Steelers and the Bengals, and we miss the playoffs. The defense is trash. Our O-line is cooked. We are chopped. Everything you said is true, Donovan Carter, except for one thing. We're chopped. You see, as long as you have 8 and you have Derrick Henry, you're going to make the playoffs. You're going to make the playoffs. And people are going to forget about these meltdowns. Because if we win 5 straight, a lot of this is going to go, oh, it was just one bad game. You're going to watch so many Raven fans be like, oh, It was just one game. Oh, man, it was one. But we're 5 when they fixed everything. While watching us still have problems in those games, but we're coming out with the wins instead of the losses. Shout out to you, Diamond Card, for the $10 donation also, guys. Best Nation donation. This is ridiculous. KBZ was good, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. And this is what I want you to get into your heads real quick, right? Even I see I Horse, you made the joke. I say, and I got something for that. It's that this showed you how bad the coaching is. Even this, you're like, Lamar should usurp whatever Harbaugh is saying. I heard even times people were saying, well, if Lamar wants better receivers, he has to go and make them better receivers. I've heard people say, hey, if he wants better players, have them talk to the players to come to the team. So it's one of those things where you're looking at Lamar and you're saying, not only do we want you to be perfect on the field, which he was. Not only do we want you to be dynamic on the field, 70 yards on the ground, he was. But you want him to be the coach, the offensive coordinator, at times the GM. It's ridiculous. Nobody else is asked to do that much, except for Lamar. This one hurt so bad. It hurt. It hurt. It really did. This one hurt. Cut deep. Ashley Shelton. Question. Everything that you saw wrong with the team, did I not call out during the offseason? And people were telling me, Nitro, I got to calm down. All that stuff will be addressed by the first game because we're going to get back our licks versus the Bills. Is that not what everybody was saying? When I called out the offensive line, when I called out Harbaugh, when I called out the defense, I said on paper, the defense was good. But the defense has been bad for a lot of years. They look good against bad teams. But against decent teams and good teams, they look terrible. And they can't catch. Nobody seems to be able to catch. Eddie Jackson wasn't out there, was he? Ashley Shelton said it. Every single thing you called Nitro, it showed up in full force. See what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Nah, Nitro, 1.1% chance to win is crazy, bro. We had a 99% chance of winning that game. And we lost. Your job is to run out clock and you take Derrick Henry off the field. And you're throwing to stop the clock. And you know Lamar is cramping, so he's not trying to run anymore. And that's what you do. Okay. Well, so that's not 1.1%, it's 0.9%. 0.9% chance of losing that game. And we found that 0.9% chance. Nigel Darren-Olowski and Emmanuel Ocho have to be called out today. They voted to do Fale to the Pro Bowl to disgrace. Total disgrace. Tactical said you can't make this stuff up. Facts. Man, if our secondary got beat like this versus the Bills, imagine what the Bengals are going to do. Listen, Joe Burrow watched this game and was just like, I never knew Thanksgiving's coming so early. Joe Burrow's going to cook that. I'm telling you. They're like, oh, yeah, we're getting our stats this game. Oh, yeah. And you know this is going to be, oh, well, that's Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Nasty work. Nasty work. It's ridiculous. What they're going to do to this pass defense is going to be ridiculous. Like, our linebackers couldn't tackle. How many missed tackles in the game? I mean, lined up me versus you and I missed a tackle. Roquan and all of them. It's ridiculous. Chase might have 6 touchdowns. Facts. If they played like they did yesterday, Chase is going to have 2 or 3 touchdowns. T. Higgins is going to have like 2. And Joe Burrow's going to have like 500 yards passing. And guess what? Even if our defense is playing bad like that, they'll still expect us to win. You know why? Because 8. Oh, yeah, Heather McCombs, I've seen that. Now they're saying that that's the reason he won the MVP last year. See what I'm saying? It turns into that because guys get comfortable. You, like, bro, the team went into total conservative mode. They didn't even go into conservative mode properly. When you go into conservative mode, you go heavy and you try to run the ball. They took Derrick Henry off the field. We went into 11 personnel. We're saying we're throwing it. We're throwing it. Make it make sense. And you notice how when the Ravens blew out Josh last year, wasn't held against Josh. They weren't saying, oh, well, that's why this is this and that is that. No. They'll say that this is why certain things are because of this loss on Lamar. I kept saying it last night that this was looking like the Miami game. Tell me I'm lying right now. That didn't look like the Miami game that we had lost. Donovan Carter with a $2 donation. Yes! Defense all talk look like the 1996 D, not 2000 D. Pause and facts. I kept saying it in the live, like this way this game is going reminds me of the Miami game. Scared to death, they're scared to look, they shook. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we have these meltdowns where the defense can't stop. We go and prevent. Why are you going in prevent? Prevent ain't preventing them from scoring. Yeah, Tua had the best game of his career in that game. 6 touchdowns, right? What did he have? Almost like 520 yards passing or something like that. Jared Thompson, you see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. So now, if Lamar comes back and beats him in the playoffs, right, and we go on, can we say that's why Lamar should have won it last year? He gonna say, no. Tua is trash, and Tua threw 6 touchdowns on this team. Be careful who you call trash. Because that trash guy threw 6 touchdowns on us. It's just hard to watch, guys. It's just hard to watch. And don't worry. I know, guys, that today's don't worry. I got a throwback for you guys, right? Before we end the show, we end every show with some throwbacks and everything else, right? Y'all know what it is, right? And you know Nitro always using his brain. So the throwback for today is not even going to be a question. It's going to be a statement. Nightmare Killer with a $5 donation. Yes! All we heard was if Lamar didn't have 2 turns in the playoff game, the Ravens would have won. Well, he didn't have any last night and we lost. Facts. Facts. And shout out for the $5 donation. Best Nation donation. Nightmare Kilo, that's exactly what I was saying earlier in the show. Lamar played perfect. Bro. Hold on. Before we do this, I want to go back. Hold up. NFL scores. Because people are not realizing that Lamar was amazing last night and we still lost. Derrick Henry was amazing last night and we still lost. And we still lost. Lamar he was 14 of 19 for 209 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also contributed 70 yards on the ground on 6 carries and a touchdown on the ground also. It's nasty work. It's just nasty work, bro. And he was doing it against a full hit. The Bills defense wasn't in prevent either. He had to earn those yards. But I got a throwback for you guys, and I want you to look at this throwback. Right? It's a statement. So a throwback for today, and this is more like from, I believe, 2008 or 9, all the way to now. These are all the games under John Harbaugh that we've blown for a throwback. All the games that we were supposed to win, and we blew those games. Look how we threw this back. Hold on. I want you to take a time. Look at it. Oh, look at the Miami one. 35-14 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. $20-10 versus Pittsburgh. Fourth quarter. Cleveland, 21-9. Third minute left in the third quarter. Yes, 9 minutes left versus the Raiders. 10-point lead, loss. You remember that Browns won. Fourth, 8 minutes to go, up 17-31. We lost that game. Buffalo, 20-3. We lost that game. Tennessee, 21-10. We lost that game. I'm going to read something because it goes perfectly to the throwback for today, right? I want to read this to you guys. You know, this marked the first time in the Ravens' 30-year history that they lost a game in which they scored 40 or more points. The Ravens have been 25-0 in such games before Sunday night 41-40 loss at the Bills. And it's never I believe it never happened in history for the what's it called? In history of the NFL. Only team ever to rush for 235 yards and score 40 points and lose out. Out of 278 of those games in NFL history, we're the only team that has lost like that. Only team in the league to blow 8 games they've had a 90% win probability in since 2021. Next closest is 5. Yeah. Telling y'all, man, it's nasty work, guys. Juju B with a $5 donation. Yes! Juju. Naturally, I don't think Lamar will win the Super Bowl with Harbaugh, which means he won't win with the Ravens and they're not firing him. To overcome Harbaugh is going to be a very tall task for Lamar. It is. For Lamar to win, he's going to have to overcome Harbaugh. It's a hard pill to swallow, but those are facts. We'll get to see if he does it. It's always us. Look at how many of those games we have blown. But hey, it's just a coincidence. It's nasty work, guys. It's nasty work. Being real with you guys. But that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Don't worry. I got videos coming up later that we will get into. Please have a wonderful morning. Stay safe. Thank you guys for we'll be here tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you please don't forget before you leave, like and subscribe. Like the stream. We got 68 people in here. Only 30 likes. Please like the stream. It's not hard. Just slap that like button. Wherever you are on your TV, on your phone, slap that like button, please. And guys, if you want to donate, bottom of the screen, QR code, you already know how it goes. Okay, guys? But that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. The show is Dr. signing off. And as always, guys, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And hopefully we get stuff fixed. I'm praying. I am praying. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Ah!